Hello, everyone. And, this almost tears me up a little bit to be able to say this. Welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. It has been a really, really long time. And longer than it should have, longer than I wanted it to. I'm not going to go into a lengthy diatribe about what's been going on. You all know by now that I've had various health issues, but just a really short tangent. Honestly, the biggest issue of all of them is mental. Because if you get into a situation where you find that things just don't work anymore, your body just doesn't work anymore as it used to, you just can't do things anymore. And every time you think it's going to get better, there's another loop that gets thrown at you and you're falling deeper down into the slump. That's been the biggest one. And that's been the biggest hurdle as well. So no, I'm actually not better. But I've come to the point where I've said to myself, either I'm going to keep waiting for things to get better, or I'll grit my teeth, take the pain and just move on with it and just move through it because there's no other way forward. So that's where I am, and that's why I'm back. And if you've looked at the other channel, then you might have seen that this week I've started ramping up production again. And yeah, this is literally me forcing myself through. And this was, for my mental health, the better option. So here we are, and I have been playing World of Warships Blitz, to be honest. I have playing one game this week, one single round, because I wanted to find out, what's new and different. So, of course, the very first thing that happens is that the game crashes. Some things just don't change, do they? All right, so I haven't actually kept up with the patch notes. I think the only big thing that I'm aware of, really, is that we have cross-realm play. And this is old news for most of you, but for me, this was actually reasonably new. The biggest impact that I'm seeing from that is that pretty much every game, I would say in roughly 95% of them now, is a carrier game. And these are not bot carriers. So this might change things a little bit. As I'll go through, we will see and get some more practice in. I'll see what the impact is. I'll definitely be making videos about it and just talking about it a little bit. But I do have to catch up with everything. So the first thing I did was this video is really just to say hello and show you a game and let you all know well, I'm going to call it good news that I have decided to simply just suck it up and move forward rather than, keep feeling sorry for myself and waiting for things to improve, which isn't happening. So I have played around in my personal Yamato just to get a feel for what this whole cross-realm thing is going to be about. I have played it at the time where there's absolutely nobody around on your North American server. And, here's how it goes. So yeah, like I said, usually a very quiet time, but we have a full team. This is huge. This would hopefully mostly solve the bot problem if this really keeps being like that. But it looks good. It has been massive improvement for the game, and the downside obviously being that there's now a midway, which if you are in a Yamato is not a fun prospect. Midway, Großer Kurfürst, Puerto Rico, something other collab ship. I have no idea what the latest collabs are, but it's Italian, it's tier 10, so it's probably a Venezia. Shima, Z, and Fletcher. So triple destroyers, center control cage, our very favorite mode, and with carriers as well. I'm the only battleship, but we do have a Puerto Rico. I can't remember what the encounter is capable of, but this was one of the Commonwealth cruisers, I assume. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, but the old rules still apply. And the other thing that I'm really curious about how this plays out is the difference between servers. Because usually I used to be able to say, I've been playing this game on the Asian server, so everyone's just been camping in the back lines and nobody wanted to push. Or I've been playing this on NA, so everyone's just YOLOing, which is a bit of an exaggeration, but not. There's a grain of truth to it. So yeah, I'm curious to see how this works out actually, because that might actually smooth over the different play styles quite a bit between servers, and I think that's again really, really positive for the game. So I'm actually quite excited about this. Anyway, I've got a Puerto Rico here. And I think we've seen the chat bug still being present. So yeah, that hasn't been fixed. And the enemy Shima has been spotted. And the Fletcher as well. So the enemy team is going for the cap. But yeah, Shima is visible, so we may as well unload at that thing. And I think Puerto Rico just smacked him for half of his hit points, as he bloody well should. We still got one. One pen, and there's that Italian thing. Let's see if the tier 10 ridiculous premium thing is gonna stick in it. Anyway, with all the carriers around, I think sticking next to the Puerto Rico is a good idea, because that thing has some decent AA. Plus, I can tank a little bit. If I can tank the fire from the GK, the Puerto Rico can use his radar and can keep the aircraft at bay. That would be a good thing. I am playing with Yamamoto here, so I actually know when I'm being targeted. Like right now, I'm being targeted. Okay, we are holding the capture circle. The tier 10 collab premium is, to nobody's great surprise, dead. And we have an enemy Puerto Rico to shoot at. So this is Yamamoto with APCS, so he should pack a little punch. So but Puerto Rico is not is at this range. It's not a super squishy ship, so we'll see what we can do. Can't remember what its belt armor was, but we do get the occasional bounce on fully broadside. Okay, still not really being targeted, so I can just stay here and do long range fire, while the rest of my team is very much controlling the theater here. So Großer Kurfürst is starting shooting at me, and the Puerto Rico has two destroyers, the Somers and the friendly Shima. You might not see the Shima, but these two should actually be working together to clear the flank up and then start rolling us up here. That would be maybe together with the Z, but if the GK decides that he wants to, and now he definitely knows that there's Shimakaze out there. If the GK decides that he wants to stay in a long-range duel with me, then I am more than happy to oblige him on that quest. So I'm gonna just sit here, tank the Großer Kurfürst, stay wary of any potential incoming torpedoes, but the enemy team at this point is 3 ships down, so I think it's go time. Because the Yamato is one of those ships that about halfway through the game, which is roundabout now, is when you want to start moving. And there was some good hits on the Puerto Rico. Is when you want to start moving and get a little up close and personal. So the destroyer threat has mostly been mitigated. This is the Großer Kurfürst, the Z, and the Puerto Rico, and the carrier left. They have been pushed out of the capture circle. They've lost this game at this point. They have a grand total of 0 points to their name. And I can just keep an eye on the Z52. So this is the big advantage of a legendary commander who has the Sixth Sense skill, because I know how many ships are targeting me, and I can count on who's shooting at me. So that was the Großer Kurfürst, which is going to take the torpedoes. So I'm going to try and open up with the Puerto Rico. Großer Kurfürst has been killed by the Somers, but he has managed to take the Somers down, so no Ruffle Stomp medal for us. That just leaves the Z. But what I was going to say, so if I know how many ships are targeting me, and there's a destroyer, like that Z52 just a minute ago, I can infer if that thing is actually going after me or not, simply by looking at how many ships are targeting me. And we have spotted the midway. So, oh yeah, that's more like it. See, you do need to get about 9 kilometers range to start doing that to the Puerto Rico. Z52 is gonna, yeah, he has been gunned down by the Shimakaze, adding insult to injury. Okay, Puerto Rico going forward. Might have to lead that a little bit more. Yeah, that thing's going full steam, so I might have to lead that a little more. But I can still land the citadels with the dispersion, no problem. Okay, let's see. If the carrier wants to go for me at this point in the game, it doesn't matter. He's free. Yep, he goes for me. He's free to do so. So I'm gonna get a few aircraft kills, and we'll just finish off the Puerto Rico. All right, goodbye, Mr. Puerto Rico. Been nice knowing you. And then we go after the carrier. Wait, what? Oh, really? Alright, the encounter gets him, that's fine. Then we go after the carrier, who's obviously now doing the American carrier thing, which is trying to set triple fires. But yeah, that's not happening. And since the carrier is spotted, why is he spotted, by the way? By what? I mean, he's not, is he shooting his guns? He's not in spotting range, is he? He's at 12 kilometers from me, and I'm the closest ship to him. So not entirely certain why the midway is spotted. Maybe there was a change to the spotting mechanics that I'm not aware of, but I'm not complaining, mind you. But now he's obviously fighter spotted, but from the friendly carrier. Yeah, midway is just sitting there. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? At this point, you've lost the game. You might as well just sit there and take it. There's no need. There's really no use in like sailing to the corner and trying to prolong the whole thing. And but yeah, we're still racking up a bit of a few kills. Let's see if he still gets a flood. No flood for you, and I think that should be my kill. Yeah, sorry, I've been tanking his planes for the last 2 minutes, so that's my kill. There we go, 1 kill to my name. Easing myself back into the game using Yamato, which is, to be fair, not a very difficult thing to do, because Yamato is reasonably easy to play, especially if your team is doing what the team is supposed to be doing. Then and you're the only battleship on your team, you can rack up a fair amount of kills and things. So yeah, I'm back, and I am very rusty. 28 weeks. I don't know if it's a movie reference in case you missed it, but I don't know if it was that long, but it felt like that long for sure. Probably longer than that, to be honest. So I'm definitely rusty, which means I'm going to have to start practicing a little bit first. And that's what I'll be doing over the weekend. I'll have to take a look around what else is new. I have no idea what the politics are at this point. So we're going to start with a clean slate. I'm going to review whatever. I don't know what the whole wargaming payment price increase situation ended up being. And honestly, at this point, I just want to get back into it. So I'll just ignore any drama. And look for an interesting tech tree line, probably. There should be a Pan American battleships, probably. So tech tree Atlanticos, I'm curious to see those. I might start practicing that a little bit. And the goal is obviously to start pushing out regular videos again. And yeah, thanks everybody who's still with me at this point. And I will see you all. I wish you a good weekend for now. And I'll see you all next week when hopefully I have something a little bit more substantial than midway clubbing.